Andrew, we've been talking about clutter as far as my business is concerned, and I can understand that that's probably a problem. I just can't work out where it's happening. So can you help me recognise what is actually happening there?
Yes, no, definitely. Look, what you need to do with your business is to say how many steps does it take to serve a customer or to answer the phone, very simple analogies. But how many steps does that take? Oh, 10 steps. Well, can that be 5? Should that be 3? Can it be 2?
Oh, okay.
Let's get it down to 1.
Yep.
So if you can reduce the amount of steps it takes for you to do certain activities, especially when it's related to the client, because that's the client is the one that's paying your bills. The client's the one you want to keep or grow and work with. So how can I reduce steps to just completely add value so that every step does add value for your customer?
Oh, okay.
And the other thing you could look at too is a lot of time is spent reports. You know, yes, I want a 5-page report from the manager. My team leaders do a 2-page report. Can that be 1 paragraph? Can there be 1 bullet point? A lot of time is spent in meetings, in reporting, in sign-offs, in activities really that the customer is not paying for.
Right.
You're expecting, and you're expecting it in a big way. So let's say, how much information can you get from these? Well, really I'm looking for 1 line. And quite often I talk to managers and they say, I'm just looking for 1 line. 1 thing that stands out for me in that report. Well, why don't you ask them to do a 1-line report? Why does it have to be 5, 10, 20 pages? And believe me, I've seen some that would fill a bookcase in reports in business, and that just isn't good. And that just doesn't add value to anybody, even the person writing the report. It doesn't add value to them either. So that's clutter. Can you see already? You're saying, wow, my head's filling with all this stuff. We do all this stuff. Don't. That's the answer.
So it's really about taking out some time to assess all of the different practical things we're doing, not worrying about so much about paperwork on the desk, but looking at the processes that we're working through and seeing if they are actually efficient or not.
Yeah, that's true. What we're talking about is clutter. Now, processes is a whole field in its own rights, but nevertheless, processes are full of clutter. So they need to be evaluated. You do need to write down each step of each process that you do within your business. So eventually, they're all visual. And we're visual. And even if you're looking for things, I saw one client once who had a whole bookshelf of folders, and he'd put a piece of tape in a V shape taped on the back of the folders. The reason he did that was when he took one folder out, where would you put it back? Well, you just put it right back where that line told him to put it back. So what did that do? That eliminated him saying A, B, B, A, or even looking for the folder because they weren't in alphabetical order. Here it is, 1 piece of tape. What does that mean? It means we're visual. And it means that we should think of visual solutions to what we're doing as well.
That's fantastic. Thanks, Andrew.
Pleasure. Good.